I just made a video about Ocarina of Time speedrunning a few days ago, and since then there's been an incredible new world record that was just set by Lozoots, and I want to talk about it today with you guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. In the realm of speedrunning, few accomplishments are as prestigious as breaking a new minute barrier in a heavily optimized category in a heavily optimized game. This is especially the case for highly popular games such as Super Mario 64, which just recently saw the 7-minute barrier broken by Green Suigi in the 1-star category. And similarly, in The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, we've just seen a monumental barrier absolutely shattered. On the 16th of May 2023, the world got to witness one of the most amazing speedruns that The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time has ever seen. And it might just be one of the greatest speedruns of all time. In the span of less than a week, the amazing and prolific Ocarina of Time speedrunner Lozoots did the unthinkable and set 4 new consecutive world records in the Defeat Ganon No SRM category, culminating in an absolutely astonishing final runtime of 12 minutes 57 seconds. This record is astonishingly fast and is over 13 seconds ahead of second place, which is a ridiculously huge gap when compared to the single frame difference between second and third place, and especially the mere 10 seconds that separates second and sixth place. This world record from Lozoots beat the previous world record, which was also held by him, with a time of 13 minutes and 3 seconds, by almost 6 seconds, and it is the first sub-13-minute run in the history of Defeat Ganon No SRM, breaking what is likely the final minute barrier in this category. Optimal movement and perfect RNG could only shave off a few seconds at the very most, so it's very unrealistic to consider that another minute barrier could be broken unless new major time-saving strategies are found that don't rely on arbitrary code execution or stale reference manipulation, as those glitches are prohibited by the category rule set. In my last video about Ocarina of Time speedrunning, I talked a little bit about the route and some of the tricks that are used in this game, so if you'd like to learn a bit more about that, please do go check out the video. With that aside, let us continue. I've been watching Defeat Ganon No SRM runs for years now, and from record to record there has always been a clear pattern for faster times. New strategies would be found and then implemented into the route, saving a significant amount of time throughout the run. Then, suboptimal movement in the new route would be ironed out and optimized, saving some more time. Then, another new strategy would be found which would save some time, movement would be optimized, and so on and so forth. It very much used to be the case that the discovery of new strategies was a great and primary source of major time saves. However, in more recent times, the importance of perfect angles, optimal movement from point A to point B, quick setups, and clean execution of incredibly precise tricks has come to the forefront. Ocarina of Time Defeat Ganon No SRM speedruns have entered a new era, and Lozoots is leading the charge. Prior to this record, Lozoots held the world record with a time of 13 minutes and 3 seconds. And this was already an incredible run with very little room for improvement. A couple notable small points for possible improvement from this previous record were this careful setup for the out of bounds clip in Ganon's Tower, and an awkward roll into the Master Sword during the ending fight against Ganon. It's important to remember that as speedruns get longer, the potential for minor mistakes increases exponentially, so it's nearly impossible to get a perfect run. It's just unfathomably difficult to play that well for longer than a few minutes. Even for top runners, there will always be some small mistakes that creep their way into the run, and especially towards the later segments as the pressure of playing so well builds. Yet, despite these odds, Lozoots managed to shock everyone and not only beat his already incredible world record, but demolish it in spectacular fashion. His movement through the whole run was impeccable, and he never let his foot off the pedal. Through the first 6 minutes of the run, he perfectly kept pace with his previous record because it also didn't have any mistakes up to this point, but he managed to pull ahead by a very small margin by performing the fight against Goma flawlessly. In his 13:03, he made a small menu navigation mistake, costing him a second which he gained back in this run. However, he did make a very small error afterwards and saved the game by accident, causing a fraction of a second time loss, but he still remained ahead of his previous run. His hyper-extended super slide off the damage boost from this enemy was fantastic and saved more time over his previous run, putting him a clean 2 seconds ahead all the way until Ganon's tower. Unlike his previous run, this time the setup to clip out of bounds went absolutely perfectly, and brought him a total of 6 seconds ahead of the record overall. He executed every trick he went for with immaculate precision up to this point, bringing us to this cutscene of Ganon's tower collapsing, and it has a very peculiar property. During this cutscene, some debris can be seen ejecting from the collapsing tower, and this causes the game to lag. Unfortunately for speedrunners, the amount of debris shown on screen isn't consistent, meaning that the amount of lag experienced is random, and can cause very roughly an additional 3 to 4 seconds of time loss during a run. There is a very small sliver of time that can be saved here, but it's not possible to prepare for outside of completing as many runs on world record pace as possible, a task much easier said than done. Finally, he collected the Master Sword with no issues, and on May 16th, 2023, Lozoots achieved one of the greatest Ocarina of Time speedruns ever. A historic 12-minute, 57-second run of Defeat Ganon No SRM.
Oh my god. I'm so happy. I can play Tears of the Kingdom now!
It's true, you can!
I could probably push it like another couple seconds lower if I really wanted to. I might take a break though.
The Defeat Ganon category in Ocarina of Time is more alive than ever, and there are many talented and amazing runners that are currently gunning for the world record. Some of which I didn't mention in this video, but I will link a few of these runners in the description of this video, as well as Lozoots, the current world record holder. So please do go have a look at all of those runners, give them some love and support, and check out some of the runs if you haven't already. I'll also link the world record run in the description as well, so if you'd like to check it out in full, please do go have a look there. Also, please do let me know if you like these little speedrun recaps. I very much enjoy watching a lot of these different speedrun games and categories and that sort of thing, so when there are kind of these sort of developments, I'd be very happy to make more videos about them and bring them to your attention. So if it's something you enjoy, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to make more of these in the future. With all that said and done, if you watched to this point in the video, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Lots of love. Ciao for now.